With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First carry for Kenyon Drake, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And some strong running. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Here you go, right here. Lady! I'm coming. Play. I'm coming. Switch. Here, trick left. Hurry, go.
Play action, it's Tannehill. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The tackle by Robert Quinn. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it. Now,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away.
I ain't no niggas was in here, man. Damn. So with you, nigger?
Down to a knee, and
how you
this
doing
will
today,
come
man?
out to the 25-yard line.
Get the tripping. Niggas be getting tripping.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out.
That shit there, my boy.
Here? To a hit, and the ball is out.
Bitch, I just made the party like what? An hour ago? No, 2 hours ago.
Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage.
Yeah, bitch.
But I think the good news
Like an hour and a
outweighs
half
it.
ago.
Able to retain
Well, I was in
possession.
here, but I was
That
doing
was big
something.
for them.
So I can entertain
Fumble
you.
on first down. Now here's second down.
Bro, what do you mean, bro?
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone,
What the hell are you talking about,
see him
fella?
pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
That was a
Ended
dot.
up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's
And
my
he will
zone.
have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body
pick the ball off,
spread around
bitch.
and make those throws
Lazy
that he's
fuck.
used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower.
What?
Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gotta get the point. Get on the point right here. 87's me. 87's me. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch shot. Check 26. Check 26. Hey, blue. Mike 50.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Pass. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Browns are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Go on, dude.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It smells like hot sauce.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Watch two. Watch two. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Nigga, what?
Choose the mic. Man, that's trash.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line.
Not just make it hard.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Yo, now you're the devil.
Second down and 8.
We know you, Sizzle. Don't worry about that. Whoa. All right, now I ain't say all that.
Cook, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed.
As you should, man. As you fucking should, man.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you,
I think you was a good duo anyway.
Time that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a
That's all you need
first
in the
and
best
10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a first and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
What, bro? Nah. What'd you just say, bro?
Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today.
Bro, what you just said, bro?
Tannehill's throw taken here by Patrick. And
you is wildin', bro.
Just a yard or two shy of the 40. On first down, it's Tannehill.
That is. Why did I throw that to him?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Give me that bitch.
Crowd and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Yeah. Nah.
That's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
Nah, nigga.
And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Tannehill. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The what club?
Come on. Check the backer, check the backer. Big the edge.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Tua, the final shot before half. Forced out to his left, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a dump off here complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Chubb fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey. SOS.
Gaskin. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Myles Gaskin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And complete, right side to Cook. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Check 31, check 31.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two and now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deron Payne, his second sack of the night. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And that is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The Ravens on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile. Now Tua. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4.
Say my name,
I
dude.
don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Bro, watch
The
out.
Ravens go
I'm
for
tripping.
it, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Browns drive about to get
Still
started.
yeah.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Head up.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll dump this off to Cook. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Looking to pass. Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on third down. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here you go, right here. 40! Choose the mic. Watch your
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 13. Check 13. Watch the edge.
They run the counter. It's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Van Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Flushed out right. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now, Tannehill. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.